And how you guys doing? And in reference to any incidences or any activities of any bullshit, you can always see who was around in the location of wherever something was. These people and any person they've tried to use. And don't forget, I'm a female hermaphrodite. These people had murdered my mother, and I had been injured the night I got shot. The night my mother got shot in Beverly Hills when these government people trespassed into the property. We need to see the information about each and every individual that trespassed into my mother's property that night. Now, that happened in like 93. And, these people had tried to frame me. They had kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions in like 93, 94, and I ended up in Indiana. Then I had to work at a job, save money, contact UCLA. They had to get enrolled again. And then went out there for school, and I lived on campus, And so look at the time date. Then later, these government people tried to frame me. Now you have to look at the information of who was trying to do it. Who made up the lies, whatever the lies they were, I don't know. Whichever things they ever tried to do to stalk me. I've been a royal hermaphrodite since the day I was born, a female hermaphrodite. So whoever these men are, whatever their hatred is or their jealousy or fatal attraction or whatever, those people have to go to jail. These people was involved in the murder of my mother. And don't forget, these people are some of the people that shot at me. Do you understand that? Which means these people are still wanted. They are fugitives. These satellite controllers, the government people that are holding me hostage, they're fugitives because they damaged my teeth too. They're fugitives because they've been stealing the monies from my paychecks that my mother and the accountants was supposed to, my mother and father's accounts, or the trust fund accounts, was supposed to add money to my paychecks, which is more than my hourly wage. Do you understand that? So like, say for instance, my paycheck was like $300, and then my mother added $5,000 to it every week. And this man was stealing the money. It might be more than that. It might be less. I don't know. You have to check the information. But this man's been stealing it and then calling me his slave because the man's been stealing the monies that my mother and father's companies or the accountants was supposed to add to my paycheck when I work somewhere. And the government man that's been stealing it has been stealing it for over 33 years. Or they even stole it back in the 80s too. And the Treasury claims they don't know who the person is. Does the accountants not know who the person is? The satellite man's still hitting me in the teeth, and there's gag orders on their eyeballs in reference to them staring at me. They have no right looking at me. The lawsuits go up every single day. These satellite controllers are looking at my face, their teeth, their body. Even if they have to bring in more military people or more security people to order these people into court for their crimes. But look how they tried to frame me. I went to school in Beverly Hills. I went to school in California. I went to school in some other places too. But, the timeline of these people trying to frame me after they were involved in the murder of my mother, and they had shot me, and they had shot my mother, and they had shot one of the Jewish guys that was in the house with us, a friend. And then these people tried to play they didn't know who I am or something. When my father owned Beverly Hills and Bel Air, did he not? Now, how the fuck could somebody claim they didn't know who I am? Somebody in law enforcement? Somebody trying to make up shit? They're still hitting me in the cheek right now. My father was one of the richest people in America, and so was my mother. And they should have documents at all the particular appointed offices. And at the governor's mansions, I think they probably have it on record everywhere, don't they? So they need to find out which government branch in this country claims they don't have that document of who I am and who my parents are. Anything else they've tried to play tricks with to see if they altered documents, they're still hitting me in the teeth. Whoever the person is, Needs to get ordered into court. Now they just tried to communicate somebody's name or something. That man was faking that he was another person from some rich family or something. You might be from a rich family, but you don't have no right trying to attack another rich family. Don't you understand that? Being in politics does not give you a right to attack people. So they need to do a background check on that man that's in government, or that he retired from government or something. And my mother had restraining orders on that asshole, didn't she? Well, those restraining orders are forever. All the restraining orders are forever against these people.